Good evening. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Touch Gloves Boxing. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre, when you're ready. How's it going?
Yes, cuz man. What you saying? What you saying? You good?
Good. Happy Mother's Day and that, all good.
Yeah, man. How's my auntie, man? She good?
All good, man. All
Oh,
good.
blessings, man. And give my regards to Tilly as well, man, on Mother's Day as well, special day.
No
And
way.
cuz obviously, before I know this is the boxing show, but look,
Mm-mm.
we're both from Congo. It's our blood, it's our roots. Obviously, 1-1 first leg,
Mm-mm.
second leg coming up. Like, what's your feeling about that, man? Do you think we can do it?
Of course, 100%.
Mm.
100%. Do you know, yeah, I think Wako Ganye.
Chee, bruh. You said it here on the show.
Yeah.
Yes, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. But cuz
Mm.
obviously, you know how we do it. We like to
Mm-hmm.
get straight down to business. Obviously, firstly, we wanted to, give this platform as well and just say, look, we didn't have a show last week, but boom, we're coming back with some heat right now. We've
Mm.
obviously had some exciting news of boxing, of course. So there weren't no specific titles for this show. It's literally gonna be the boxing roundup. And cuz, how do you want to start off this boxing roundup, man?
Well, I think it's been confirmed. I'm not too sure on what date.
Mm,
AJ and Usyk, the rematch.
my guy,
I'm
my
happy about
guy.
that. Also, we've got less than a month until Fury and Dylan.
Cuz, what's going on in boxing, man? It just seems like recently it just keeps going like this.
Yeah, of
It
course,
keeps
of course,
rising up in terms
of
of the
course,
levels, the fights.
of
Yo,
course.
it's hard to keep up.
You've
It's hard to keep
you've
up.
also got the two South Londoners, Craig Richardson and Joshua Bawatsi. Apparently, I don't know how true this is. Yeah.
Mm.
So what Eddie was saying, the winner of this match could
Mm.
potentially challenge Canelo. That's if Canelo wants to challenge them, or Canelo might
Ooh.
challenge what's his name? Oh, I've forgotten his name. The one who beat Jacob. I've forgotten
Triple
his name
G?
now. Sorry.
Triple
No,
G?
no. The fellow beat Jacob a couple of months ago in the UK.
Oh, Jack Ryder. Sorry,
Yes.
man. Jack
So
Ryder. Ali Pali job.
yes. So
Mm.
Canelo might want to go on that route, but mate, just imagine. Just imagine it. Let's just deep it. Let's just deep
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
Two
I'm gonna
South
hear.
Londoners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both fight each other. We're gonna have a winner. We're gonna have a loser. That's just the reality of life.
Mm.
And they could potentially, challenge Canelo. Yeah, bro, you're definitely sitting on millions.
Cause
secondly,
you're a millionaire.
secondly, you could be the one who could potentially beat Canelo, bro. Just for that, I'll retire.
Cause you're done. Cause you've hit the jackpot. Like literally, like Canelo knows it as well. He knows that he's the money man right now,
Mm,
and people who call him out, they're
mm,
calling him out because of he's the money man. So
mm,
naturally, he's the golden ticket, man. So if
mm,
one of
mm,
the sort of fighters get to fight Canelo,
mm, mm.
cause
Because
they
the
should
thing
be
is, like,
motivated. They
I
should be
don't want to
motivated.
overlook no one, yeah. Because like, how it seems like, okay, yeah, Canelo's gonna beat, uh, what's his name? Is it Bitov?
You mean what? Better be
No.
or
The person,
Bivol.
Bivol, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're basically saying, yeah, Canelo's gonna beat Bivol for the light heavyweight title, and then the winner of Craig Richards and Joshua Buatsi could potentially challenge Canelo. But then, bruv, Bivol could beat Canelo. Do you know what I mean?
And
And listen,
cut
I've said this
everything up.
plenty of times. Yeah, anything is possible in boxing now, man. I don't overlook no one no more.
Trust
I
me.
don't overlook no one no more. It's just like, look, somebody asked me who do you see winning out of Joshua and Craig. I said, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a tight one because they both won it. Like
Mm,
Joshua, he's got the he's Olympian. You know, I think it was silver or bronze. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that.
yeah.
Whereas Craig, he just come from the background in it. And Craig has also, he's fought for a world title where Joshua hasn't. But I
Yeah,
just think that I think this is the right time now just to make it happen, because
yeah,
like look, you've got a lot of people in this light heavyweight division, yeah. I know everybody's trying to chase the title, but the reality is you all got to fight each other. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes not all of you is going to get a world title shot. I mean, if anything, me per se, I'll say scrap Canelo. No disrespect to Canelo, but go and challenge Bertabif. He's holding two belts.
trust me. Trust me. See, because this is why we can talk boxing for years, man, because we have the same sort of mindset in terms of leaving a legacy in the ring rather than chasing the money. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
that Bertaviev, that he's got the titles. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even you got to big up the American that's going to fight him. So Joe Smith, I believe, that's going to have the
Yes,
unification bout
yes,
with
yes,
with
yes, yes.
Bertaviev. So imagine that's what's going on in one end of the
Mm,
sort of the division, and then
yes,
you've got obviously the Canelo Bivol situation as well. And then, bro, let's not forget East London Lions in the camp as well. Like he's also there. So,
yeah,
cause
of
it's a
course,
madness right
of
now in
course,
terms of the light
of course,
heavyweight division. Mad.
of course. No, 100%, 100%. It's just interesting. I'm really looking forward to that fight because it's happening in the O2 Arena. It makes sense in it. South London,
Oh,
South
love.
London is
Oh, yep. To
it's
O2.
amazing.
I think O2 is just your. What event would you like sort of compare the O2 to like from the WWE Attitude Era? What event? I know it's a
Uh,
random one, but because it brings that sort of, it's a local battle, but then at
yeah,
the same time it's a big event. If that makes,
I'll
it's like a
say
No
like
Way Out.
the likes of I don't know Royal Rumble.
Oh, oof.
But
Yeah,
WrestleMania is too big.
yeah, it's too big. It's too big, man. I was thinking more No Way Out, man. You know the pay
Yeah,
per
yeah, I know
view.
what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no.
But
I'll say more Survivor Series.
ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series slash SummerSlam.
Yeah,
We're
we
getting
know.
off
I know we're going off track here, man. But cause this is what we
Yeah.
do on the show, man.
Mm,
We go off track, man. But
mm,
cause, man, obviously the light heavyweight division is looking interesting. Of course,
mm.
you mentioned something great. Look, I just wanted to quickly just go a little bit back. Obviously, Usyk, AJ, that's gonna obviously be confirmed. Obviously, Usyk, he's sort of come out on
Mm,
social media saying that he's gonna be training and he's
mm,
confirming he's gonna have the rematch.
mm.
Cuz, what's your initial thoughts? Have you looked back at sort of the fight again? And
Yes, yes,
what
yes.
is your strategy? Like,
I,
okay, if
I
you
think
had your trainer's hat on, what is your strategy for AJ in this fight?
I think honestly speaking, I think they're both going to war in the ring. That's just me,
Mm,
my honest opinion. Because Usyk's mindset at the moment, I know a lot of people are talking about mindset here, but like look what's going on in this country here, and obviously he's coming out to fight to defend his titles. Yeah,
oh,
I don't know where I think his mindset already is just to fight, fight. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what he does for a living.
mm,
AJ is more of like, do you know what? Yeah, like look, the pressure will probably be more on Usyk and AJ as well, but more Usyk. Usyk, he's the champion. He's the
mm,
challenger. Sorry,
mm,
he's the champion, whereas AJ is the challenger.
yeah,
So I think in the ring we're gonna see something tremendous. I
oh,
think literally like I think it's just gonna go literally from round one to all the way round 12 if it goes to round 12. But I think they're both going to war. I
you
literally
reckon
think
it's all out war? All out war?
just the same way. I think Dylan and Fury. I think they're both going to war in that ring. And literally, I think
Mm,
they're both going to war, bro. Because like I said to you, yeah, the four horsemen, the four horsemen. So literally, the winner of AJ, Usyk, the winner of Dylan and Fury, bro. Next fight has to be undisputed. Has to be
cause
undisputed. So
Cause if you
yeah,
was
all four
if
of them
I
are going
was
to war.
Eddie Hearn, if I was Eddie Hearn right now,
Mm-mm,
if I was to sort of promote the Four Horsemen, cause we just said it before, this is
mm,
Survivor Series for the heavyweight
mm,
division, man. This is mad because the
mm,
winners of this fight potentially, cause potentially, I'm not saying it could happen, but potentially we could see an undisputed heavyweight champion, and we haven't seen that since Lennox Lewis, cause look how long this has
mm,
been.
mm,
So
mm.
I'm hoping that the fighters can put pride aside, put money aside, and just think about legacy and just make the fights that everyone wants to see. We want to see one face,
Yes.
one name, one champion. And hey, we thought it was going to be Wilder, but who knows, man?
Here's the thing, though, right? what if all four of them will draw? So what's gonna happen?
That's it's like a setback, man, because it delays the thing, because there's going to be rematches. Oh no, for the Dylan and Fury fight, there's no rematch clause on that. So if it's a draw, that's it, man. You know,
AJ Usyk.
if it's a draw, I think AJ should just think about a different fight, man. Possibly Wilder. I'm thinking, I want that fight to happen. I'm not gonna lie
Mm,
because I just feel that both fighters essentially need to hypothetically bounce back from a sort of from a loss, even though it's not a bad loss on their records
mm,
and it's
mm.
respectable. But in order for them to sort of go forward, I feel that they need to just come together, make this fight in Nigeria, like I said, Kid bringing out both fighters or Burner Boy, like someone, like we need to see that energy in Nigeria, in Lagos for Rumble in the Jungle too, man. Like, I've said this a few times. They say if you put the energy out there, it will happen. I'm hopeful that Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, the Zone, whoever's responsible, make it happen, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, make that fight happen, man. But cause obviously we've had an interesting fight yesterday that I
Mm.
wanted to sort of touch upon. We had obviously Josh Warrington versus Kiko Martinez 2. Cause this is start from round one, man. Like the whole atmosphere, even cause like Leeds, big up,
And
man. Like this is why I like the connection between football and boxing is clear. When you combine the two in terms of the atmosphere it creates, especially for a home fighter, cause it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
no,
Like,
indeed,
what's
indeed.
your thoughts about the fight, man?
Wow. I expected more from Martinez. If I'm honest with you, I think Warrington was just winning every round. I mean, from round one, yeah, round one it was explosive. I think it was that right hook that he hit him with. Kind of,
Mm.
yeah. I think it was his left eye. Yeah, left
Yeah,
eye.
yeah. Or it could have been the clash of heads, though, at the beginning. There was
Do you
a
know what? I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. I was half asleep, so it could have been. Yeah. Nah, because
Mm,
remember there was two
mm,
shows on. Like I was watching
yeah.
the what's his name, Riapo, and
Really. Paul
yeah,
and Juma,
yeah,
cuz that fight as
bro,
well.
that
Yo,
that fight. Sorry, I'm not trying to go off the subject. I mean, like,
yeah, yeah.
look,
Go with the
with
flow here,
Josh,
cuz man.
he done his job. You know, he got his belt back two times. It's gonna be interesting. You know, which route he will go. Like, is he gonna challenge Lee,
Woo,
or
cuz
is
that's
he
big.
going to fight after the Mexican dude, the one who beat him first time?
Lara.
Lara, yes. So it's a bit of a
Woo.
what makes sense because obviously Josh he wants to fight in America, you know, to get his name out there. So I think it would make sense if he fights Lara.
Lara, just make it happen. Yeah, defend his
Because
belt
Lara,
and
like, bro, he ain't playing that guy. You see the opponent knocked out in his last fight. Whoosh.
oh,
He knocked him
cuz.
out so hard that the referee dropped as well.
Cause Lara brings heat. That's all I'm saying. Lara brings proper heat.
Mm,
And for me, that fight is an explosive one. Lee Wood, that fight is an explosive one as well. Two warriors like
mm, mm,
battling it
mm,
out for
mm,
for titles, man. Come on. This is
mm,
this is what we these are the reasons why we watch the sport because we want to see two warriors, competing against the best and fighting the best, and whoever wins is crowned the best. Like that's the whole
mm.
point of the sport, which I don't understand sometimes why certain fights are so difficult to make, man. Because for me, a mindset of a sort of sports person or competitive sports person, for example, I want to face the best so I can see if I'm the best. It's just my personal thoughts. I don't know about you, cuz man, but I want to see where I'm at.
No, that's definitely true. That's the whole purpose of boxing. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, when you've won a title and you're getting paid good money, and sometimes you've got advisors that advising you like, look, you could, you know, challenge that person, put your belt up, but then the money's not really there, and also that person could potentially beat you, threat. So do you know what I mean?
man, it's true. There's so many sort of different
Mm,
variables, man. But
mm,
ultimately, for me, I think personally, I don't know what happens in the back end, of course. But
mm.
I think if a boxer truly wants to fight another man, they can make it happen, man.
Of
They
course.
can
But that's
make
the
it
thing.
happen.
If the boxer truly wants to fight the other
Yep.
man, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's just like let's rewind back to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Did Amir Khan did he really want to fight Kell Brook back then?
Never did,
Yeah.
man.
So do
Never
you know what I
did,
mean?
man.
So
Mm.
so yeah, well we shall see. But moving on to Riakpo,
Yeah.
that was an interesting fight. I must say that was an interesting fight.
How would
What,
you
what,
rate his performance? Cause firstly, before
you know
you
what?
go,
It's a bit. I don't know. It was a slow start. I think he was just going for. I don't know. I think he was just going for the knockout. I think he
yeah,
wanted his opponent just to taste his level. But
yeah,
big. Congrats to I've forgotten his name now.
Juma.
Yeah, Juma. Yeah, no, he done extremely well. I do think he is a threat in the division. You know,
Mm.
I would like to see him challenge. I don't know the likes of Isaac Chamberlain.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I'd like to see that. Yeah, because Riakpo, I believe he should be hopefully, if not next fight, then the fight after for a title shot. I want to see
Ooh.
again. I want to see Riakpo and Okoli. If I'm honest with you, I know
Ooh.
Okoli's trying to unify, but it's just mate, the cruiserweight division is it's every division is booming at the moment.
I
But
think you know
that
what
look,
that would be a big fight, cuz
of
man. I'm not
course,
even
of
gonna
course,
lie, React
of course.
because like with React I'm not even gonna lie to you. When you look at he ticks a lot of boxes, cuz in
Mm,
terms of his physique, in
mm,
terms of his mannerism off the ring, he's
mm,
very classy. Like
mm.
obviously he showed a bit of his sort of character during the build up, which you would. I like the fact that he represents Crystal Palace, of course. You saw the colours, you saw the emblem on his
Big up
shorts, of
South
course.
London.
He got to big up South London, man. You know, got to big him
Mm,
up, man. And look, he's putting essentially he's trying to put you guys back in a map on that scale. So I
mm,
think a fight with Akoli would be massive, especially for the sport. Bring that fight to the London Stadium. Like, bring that fight to the London Stadium. I think that is a football stadium fight, and I want to see. I want to look honestly, cause like I know it's a bit of a sort of favoritism thing here, but
mm.
I want to see a fight at a London Stadium. Like it's the home of the Olympics, cause like, do you know,
We
it'd be
could
numbers.
potentially get that. Depends on who. Well, you never know. If Canelo comes down here and fights in the UK, it could be him.
Could be the first guy to do it. Yeah, that would be.
Indeed,
I think that would be massive, cause
indeed,
massive, massive,
indeed.
truly big.
Am I right in saying Errol Spence is fighting you guys? Is it next month?
Yes, it's coming up, man. That's my boy, man. The truth, the truth, the truth, the truth. And
Oh,
look, I obviously watched his podcast the other day with the Zone, so big up.
mm.
He's obviously saying like after this fight, if you know he wins this fight, Terence Crawford is strap season man down.
Jeez.
He's doing this, man. There's a reason why
Listen.
he's got this logo strap season. He's going for the belts.
Taking
He's going
crap.
for them all.
Yeah,
He's going for
yeah.
them all. Like my guy Spence, I'm telling you, like I love you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I like his energy. I like what he's gonna
Mm,
bring. He's gonna be competitive. It's gonna be a tough fight. But Spence, I'm not gonna lie. He ticks so many different boxes on different levels. He,
mm,
he he can he can he can obviously take a hit. We've seen that he
mm,
can take a hit. He can also box. We've seen against like Mikey Garcia, a smaller man, that he can
mm,
box. We've seen that he's also got power. Like if you look at the Chris Algieri knockout,
mm,
Chris Algieri, that sort of knockout is sweet. Yeah.
mm,
So he ticks a lot of boxes, cuz, in terms of what you need to, and also, cuz, what a lot of fighters ain't done as well, especially from the States, is come to the UK and
mm.
dethrone a champion. And Spencer's done that as well. So
Yeah.
remember
Good
he
point,
done that
mate.
against Kell Brook, man. So there's and he still has that same belt that he won against Kell Brook. He's still holding that now, cuz.
Mm,
So, cuz, this certain people gotta put respect in Spencer's name, man. Like, I know
Okay.
there's a lot of Crawford fans, and I respect Crawford and I like what he's doing. But if them two fight, for me, I think the truth is the truth, and he will win.
Okay. Well, that fight will hopefully happen this year, then, isn't it? So if he
Hopefully,
wins next month,
hopefully.
then he got Bud this year before this year ends.
But then
Oh, that's,
who's Bud gonna fight next? That's the question, because
do you know what I
that's a
said?
question mark.
No, no, good. No, I mentioned the other day. People are attacking me, bro. I said, Bud might as well just challenge David Avanesian,
Why
the
not?
European welterweight champion.
Why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
It's a fight, man. It's
Let it walk.
mandatory.
Because look, yeah, nobody wants to fight David and Avanesian. So why
Yeah,
not just make it happen? You
yeah.
know,
Bring that
make
to
it
the
happen. Well,
UK.
well,
Boom.
David and Avanesian might do that. Well,
Hey,
but,
cuz the thing you said it earlier on in the podcast.
mm-mm.
Anything can happen in
Anything
boxing,
can happen.
cuz
Anything can happen. Yeah, anything.
it's two fists. Like, as long as it doesn't go to the judges and it's a close
Mm,
fight,
mm,
yo, they can decide it with these two, bro.
yeah.
So it's a madness right now. I think the welterweight is a madness. The
Mm,
heavyweight is a madness. The whole of the
mm,
boxing world right now is a madness, and it's a good madness, cuz man. Because,
mm.
like I mentioned earlier on in the pod, cuz there's events after events after events. Like, come on, you got to big up Matchroom. You got to big up Frank Warren, Queensbury. You got to big up Boxer Ben Shalom. That they've been and
Well, you're
Skybox.
forgetting Showtime. What's his name is fighting?
Showtime, Showtime.
Um, Tank.
Woo! Tank. What? Who's he fighting? Oh, Rolly.
Believe it's happening in May. Waiting on dates, but yeah, that,
the
that should
guy,
be
the
interesting.
guy is a legend, man. I don't know, man. The
Mm.
guy, for me, man. You just. What do you think, man? What do you think about Rolly, man? What do you think?
You know,
Honestly, I haven't seen much of him.
I
I'm
haven't
from.
seen much of him, so
Yeah.
he's getting paid in it. So, so he's getting
My
paid.
only image of him is it's a blazing hot day, cuz, and you got a fur coat on. Yo, that's my image of him at the moment, man. So, cuz, what a first impression, man. What a first impression. They say first
Look,
impressions.
impression don't mean nothing. End of the day, he can go in the ring and handle his business. So
Trust. Yeah.
because like look, the last opponent, Tank fought, yeah, they asked him. They said, "Would you fight him again?" He said, "Hell no," because he was a tough opponent. You know, so
Yeah.
obviously you got Garcia back in the mix now. I believe he's fighting. I think next month.
Who, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, man. Well, it's
Also,
been taking long, man.
yeah, I know. I don't know. If it's been confirmed yet.
Hmm.
What if it's gonna happen? I don't know. Kambosos and Haney.
Come
Well, fingers
on.
crossed. 'Cause you know how it's like, man. One minute they say this, next minute, I want more, I want X, Y, Z. Because I know Kambosos
Guess
wants it.
so.
In
But
he
what I
wants it.
wanted to know is,
Yeah.
cuz, is if this fight's happening, what I want to know is, did George Cambosos Jr. allow himself to, come back to the States? Because remember, he had his cards up, which is saying, look, I want to defend my belts at home. So what I'm thinking is, where's this fight going to happen? Is this going to be in the
Yeah.
States? Going to be in
I think
Australia?
it's fair in what he's saying because he holds the majority of the belts, so
Yeah,
he's pulling the shots. So I don't know. It'll be nice if it happens in Australia,
something
but
different. Yeah.
will the money be there? I don't know. I don't know. You know,
But
but
cause, don't you think though, like, I know obviously there's successful marketeers and commercial people and obviously people that's within sort of the business world, which obviously look at opportunities like an Australia and think to themselves,
mm,
would this generate enough revenue? But cause if you promote something enough, man, and you put the energy out there, surely, man, this is
no,
Australia, cause like,
of course, no,
you
100%.
know what I
I
mean?
totally agree with you. I just think it comes down to the team and their advisors, really. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
Because end of the day, like, look, it can happen in Australia,
mm.
and he could potentially lose badly, or he could win.
Ooh.
So we with George, like. I want to see that fight happen because we don't want him to be a one hit wonder. Like for example, like look, what's his name, Andy Ruiz. A lot of
Oh
people say
yeah,
like, I can't believe he won the belt and he just lost it. In his
yeah,
next defense.
yeah. Trust
So
me,
it's just
trust.
it's just one of them ones where is it going to happen? If it is, then yes, it has to happen because there's no point going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's just long. But my question is, whoever becomes the undisputed lightweight champion, are they going to move up or are they going to retire?
Ooh, that's you know what? That's a very very good question. Reason why that's a good question because like they could potentially move up, you know,
Hmm.
and challenge themselves. Whereas they could potentially retire because it's undisputed, right?
Hmm.
That's the goal. But hypothetically, someone like a Devin Haney, Tank, I think these guys would want to move up because of the sort of American history
Mm,
of fighters, winning in that division and
mm,
moving up.
mm,
I think they would sort of continue that. You look at the sort of great names such as obviously Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather,
mm,
these great fighters, Oscar De La Hoya, these legends, they've been able to sort of move up in multiple divisions from the States, of course, man. So I definitely see it, man. Even George Gambosis Jr., man, he looks hungry. He looks
mm.
like, yo, he could, potentially go up to 147. Who knows, man? I think any
Wow.
of these guys can. Any of them can. Like the divisions, that's why I said, cuz, like, it just seems like the era of boxing that we're in right now
Mm.
leveling up. Like each
Of
time,
course,
there's
of
so
course,
many different
of
fights.
course,
There's so many different
of
promoters.
course.
There's so
Because
many different events that is
I was
crazy.
watching a podcast with it was Mike Tyson's podcast and it had Charlo in it,
Oh
and
yes, I
he was just
watched it.
saying like,
Yeah,
look,
yeah, yeah.
if you can't make some fights here, why don't you just fight the next person in line?
Trust,
Like put it this way, you're both feeding each other. Do you know what I mean?
trust.
Don't long it out. I want this. At the end of the day, like, look, it goes back to my question. Boxers who are currently in boxing now, is it legacy or is it the money?
Trust.
What's more important to them, the legacy or the money?
You know what? Cause one fight or three fights that you can tell from both characters, both warriors, that them man were going for legacy, and that's Fury and Wilder, man. We saw, obviously, I don't know if you watched BT's recent
Yes, I did. Yes, yes.
biopic
Full of
of
sleep.
the trilogy, and
Mm-hmm.
look, tremendous story, man. Like when you just look at both fighters,
Mm.
Wilder, he has to be given so much different credit, man,
Of
because
course,
he's
yeah.
what he's done in terms of creating this. He had this streak going for such a long time. He had
Mm.
this streak going for such a long time. He's a competitor. He's a winner. Kept it going. He obviously gave Tyson Fury a scare in the first draw.
Mm.
The second fight was obviously conclusive, and then the third fight, I didn't even know Fury was going through all of that stuff that he's
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
through,
It
but
was. Yeah,
he
yeah.
still managed to get in the ring and get the job done. This is why
That's what they
these
say.
guys chase legacies, not money, man.
Yes, you got to be mentally prepared
Yeah,
and mentally focused. So, but I want Wilder to come back and fight in the UK.
same,
I remember last time he fought in the
same.
UK was, I think 2013 or 12.
I know
It
quite
was
your mention.
it, he fought Audley, bruv. It was a round one knockout. I think Audley
Done,
already knew that. Yeah, this guy is
done.
a different character.
This young cat just coming
Mm,
out and just yo, like he just
hungry. Yeah.
that
No, but
fight
honestly, I
was
would. If anything, yeah, depending on how everything goes, I want to see Wilder come here and fight at Wembley Arena. I mean Wembley Stadium.
come on. You know what, guys? You heard it here on the podcast, of course. Let's have Wilder fight in Wembley, man. One day it needs to happen. We need
Mm-mm.
to see the Bronze Bomber fight again, man. I would
Wilder,
definitely love that.
AJ, Wilder, Dylan White, or
Ooh.
even Wilder and Daniel Dubois.
Boy, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why
Battle
not?
the
But I think
Dynamites.
I think the next opponent that Wilder could potentially fight, Luis Ortiz. No, not Luis Ortiz. Sorry, Andy Ruiz.
I think that fight potentially
I
can be a
think
very big fight.
Andy Ruiz, yeah, if Andy Ruiz beats, because apparently he's fighting Luis Ortiz as well.
That's
So
what I
if
heard. Yeah,
Andy Ruiz beats Luis Ortiz, yeah, he should fight Wilder.
I
That
think
will
so as
be a
well.
big fight. That will
That would
be
be
a
a
big fight.
tremendous,
I don't know. I
tremendous.
mean, I think Wilder will beat him. I think literally when he throws them hooks, I think he'll lose his balance and just go sleep.
Boom. I think
Because
that
Fury
that
said
that
it
fight's on
already.
for a sleep.
He said, "Listen, I understand why people avoid this spaghetti guy, this guy, because he's dangerous."
Anointed man, this anointed with
Yeah.
that power, man. Like he's, you know, I don't know
Mm,
what happens, but when he hits certain guys with that right hand,
mm.
is bye bye baby.
Bang, bang. Boom. Yeah. All
Boy,
right
man.
then.
Yes,
Well, this is the end of
obviously.
the show, Joe. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I go by the name of Biyenge. Follow me on Instagram. You got my cousin, yours truly, Tre.
Yeah.
This is Touch Gloves Boxing. We're here every Sunday at 7:30 talking about boxing because we love boxing. And
Perfect.
have a lovely, productive week next week, and we shall see you next week. Take care.
We got